Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at an interesting Nollywood movie, even though it's 2021, called Breaded Life. What's up ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the Objective Adventure. My name is Francis and I'm going to be anchoring this review with you guys, and we're going to look at how Breaded Life is as a Nollywood movie. So before we begin, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and of course experience the kind of content I will be sharing on this platform henceforth. Thank you ladies and gentlemen. Breaded Life is a movie to Nollywood flick featuring Timini Egbuson, Bisola Aiyeola, Tinamba, Bimbo Ademoye, and we have even MC Lively, the comedian, and the rest of the cast like that. If you are someone who is not used to seeing Nollywood movies, you should actually try this one because it's one of the movies that experiments with time and reality more than how we've seen it before. If you are someone who loves multi-dimensional or multi-reality, alternate reality kind of movies or universes, this is the kind of movie I think you should like to see from an Nollywood perspective. In this movie, we see a young man who is from a well-to-do background, but who is actually ill-mannered, very temperamental, and perhaps someone who is still very exuberant. And this young man, on one fateful day after a hot-heated argument with his mother, is suddenly forgotten by his family members and nobody remembers him, and he is forced and compelled to live life in the trenches. He is forced to live life in the gutters. He is forced to live life in the ghetto. You know, imagine that grace to grass story. It's your typical grace to grass story, but it is different because of the plot twists inherent in this movie. Let's talk about time and the concept of reality in Nollywood movies. You know, basically most of the Nollywood movies we see that actually manipulate time, most of them tend to be probably have to do with witches, spiritual phenomenon, and you know, mystery. Without being too mysterious, Breaded Life actually does a whole lot in giving us some play on time and reality. You know, it's as if this main character, played by Timini Egbuson, is caught in an alternate reality, an alternate dimension, where he is forced to remember that nobody remembers him at all, not his mother. Everything about his memory, everything about his identity was wiped out. Number one, it's an allegory. It's an allegory because it's a movie that mirrors so much about life. Allegories use symbols, animals, and even ideas to tell story about human society. Many authors in oppressive governments have learned to use allegories to tell stories indirectly, you know, and also to teach society about society. We have popular ones like George Orwell's Animal Farm. We also have one like Plato's Allegory of the Cave from Ancient Society, which was used to tell stories about human concept of reality and purpose. The Breaded Life movie also shares some similarities with the parable from the Christian scriptures of the prodigal son. The prodigal son, who is also a sports brat, just wakes up one morning and, you know, wants to leave his father's house, but this time around he wants to live with his father's inheritance, his own inheritance, his share of his father's, you know, properties. However, this case is not the same thing in the Breaded Life movie, but we see something similar. There are some kind of parallel comparisons with the Timini Egbuson's character. And yeah, if you are used to seeing Timini Egbuson typecasted as, you know, the rich kid, the sports brat, well, there's a little bit of twist here because the young man here gives us an immaculate performance, which is actually deep, emotional, and moving, because we see a character who had to evolve and who had to learn from his grace and wealthy lifestyle to hawking bread and doing a whole lot of things that broke his spirit and also remolded his spirit. And of course, in case I missed out in the cast, we have people like Ninalowo and Adedimeji Lateef in the movie. And to be honest, we have to give props to the casting. The casting here allowed us to see a full characterization by the cast. The actors here actually put in their A game, and we didn't see characters who were not, we didn't see actors who were ashamed of pushing the envelope. We have people like Bisola who actually took on new characters. They took on, you know, new dimensions with our Igbo accents. We see people like Adedimeji, who always brings something dynamic, something new. And of course, we have Tinamba, who played the mother of the main character. We have Bimbo Ademoye, who had to switch accents. We have, of course, the main character, Timini Egbuson, who's, everything rested on his shoulders. To be honest, if you are someone who wants to see Nollywood explore deep, emotional, and insightful concepts in their movies, you should actually give Breaded Life a watch. And if we are looking at the setting, that is the location of the movie, to be honest, we also have to be very, we should applaud the directors and producers for not giving us the regular gated community setting, the Lekki vibe. It was nice to see Nollywood portray a different picture and a realistic representation of what Nigeria is about. Although some will call it the slums, some will call it the rural area, but to be honest, the movie actually explored the riches of that area, So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think about the movie? Have you seen it? Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, share this content to your community. Thank you very much. I'll be bringing more movie reviews like this.